Like the events that are about to occur, I can't make up. I wish I could make up what's about to happen, but like I literally can't. Then the monsoon hits. Shit's going down, dude. God unleashed hell. I see animals flying left, right, dude. All right, let's run this. Let's run this down. How are you not dead? Okay, cool. Get your recluse out of this game. Oh, okay. You know what I do enjoy is a hot last word to my dome. Where we got? Where y'all at, huh? I'm like a fucking bloodhound, dude. Sniffing y'all out. Okay, my other hound got them first. I'm not gonna get an assist for that? You probably didn't kill him. Okay. Because I love getting hit by a recluse. Fuck! What's the craziest thing that's happened in my life? Dude, I've got a few. And they all just get so much different. Like, they're all just so different. Like, crazy could be for, like, so many different reasons. Like, why is one thing crazy? Why is another thing crazy? Not crazy. I've got, on the top of my head, I've got 3 that I would consider just batshit crazy. Like, I mean, just ridiculous. The fuck out of here. Yeah, so this one, the story I'm about to tell you, so this one, like, it may not sound super intense, but, like, I'm gonna try to, it's just ridiculous how it all went down, alright? So, every summer, right, I go, well, not every summer, because I've not been dating her for every summer I've been alive, but my current girlfriend, we go to North Carolina for the past couple summers, right? And with her and her family, and the number one thing that we enjoy doing is going on hikes, and like the hikes that they tend to do are just like looking at waterfalls, and like, don't get me wrong, I love looking at a great waterfall, but like I look at it for 3 seconds and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Yep, that's waterfalling. I don't have the nature appreciation that they have. So, okay, I might have to continue this story here in a minute. This is a lot. This is just a lot. No, I've got this. So, one day, so this was 2 summers ago, I believe, so about 2 years ago, maybe, yeah, 2 years ago. We stayed there usually for about a week, and we stay in a very mountainy region, and when you stay there, you never know what the weather's going to be like. All right, like, you can check the weather, but like when you get so far up in the mountains, like, that stuff doesn't work. So, you run out of cell service or whatever, and so you can only go off of what the weather is X amount of hours, minutes before you actually left your cabin, right? So, for the past couple days, it's been raining a little bit in the afternoon, some afternoon showers, and so it'd get to the point where we would expect showers at like 4, right? And it was coming up later in the day, and we were like, yo, there's this nice hike, my girlfriend's sister found, and she was like, yo, this thing's so nice. It's like a giant circle. It's like a 2-mile loop. It's got like a nice waterfall. It's like a big loop around, right? And so we were just casually like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I was like, here I am thinking, okay, like it's gonna start getting dark soon, which isn't that big of a deal, or well, it's not gonna get dark soon, but it's approaching that 4 o'clock time when it's like, okay, yeah, it's about to rain soon. And so I'm like, I give him a little heads up. I'm like, yo, it's rained a little bit the past couple of days. And so, I'm the only dude, right? It's my girlfriend, it's her sister, and her mom, right? And so I'm like, could we just hold off for tomorrow? Well, like, little did I know, okay, we're leaving the next day. I was like, all right, great. So you want to do this last one? So I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. You got outplayed, kid. We're sitting there. I'm sitting in the car. Well, no. This is getting really hard to talk in-game. So once I get back to Orbit, I'm going to finish the story for you. It just know, like, I'm trying to set this whole thing up for you. Like, it might just sound ridiculous, but, like, I'll try to like, get it all sorted out here in a quick second. Okay. So, like, the events that are about to occur, I can't make up. I wish I could make up what's about to happen, but like I literally can't. And I have the most experience in the mountains, okay? Because I go up there almost every summer with my pops. So I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, like nature survivalist type stuff, And we get upon this trail, okay? And so like trails are labeled on difficulty, and so this wasn't a labeled trail like with a difficulty marker, but there were definitely like property markers on it, right? But like it was an obvious trail, okay? And so upon getting to the actual trail, it's like, okay, we're going down like these windy roads, that's kind of how it is in the mountains, and it's just like covered in trees, it's beautiful. And so I get a little glimpse up in the sky, and, I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's getting closer to 4. The last time I checked, it said we're good on rain, and that was like 30 minutes ago. And I see some clouds, nothing out of the ordinary, okay? And so before we get out of the car to start hiking, my girlfriend's sister's giving us the whole like synopsis on what the trail's like. She's like, okay, it's like a 2-mile loop. It's like totally fine, it should go like, we should end right around where we started, it's supposed to just be really pretty, because they just want to see waterfalls, okay? But we'd done all the waterfalls, and they weren't satisfied. What? So they're like, all right, let's do another one. So here we are, and we get out the car, and I'm wearing pants, okay? Because it wasn't super cold, but it wasn't super warm either, and it's starting to get a little, towards the evening time, and the temperatures are gonna drop. So I'm like, all right, I'm wearing some pants, okay? And I've got a shirt on, and I've got a backpack, okay, my little like hiking backpack, okay. In there I got some snacks, I got some water, the essentials, okay. I got a pocket knife, I got knives, I got stuff, stuff you need to live off the land, okay. And we get out the car, we start walking, they got their stuff, girlfriend, sister, she's got her Nikon, again, $3,000 camera in her hand, so she's like taking these nice ass pictures, right? So we're going on this trail, we start walking, we're about 10 minutes in, and we're not noticing a loop, okay? So we're like, this trail isn't starting to turn, there's no turns in sight, it's straight. Okay, and this trail looks like an ATV should be on this. Okay, it's like humans should not be walking on this. All right, so we go down, probably I'd say 3/4 of a mile, and I look up and okay, there's a little bit of cloud cover now. Okay, and it's starting to get a little dark outside, and I'm like, okay, I give a little heads up. I'm like, yo, clouds looking a little dark. I don't want to be the party pooper, but I'm not trying to get caught out in any rain. All right. And they're like, oh my God, it's fine. I see a turn up here, and there was a turn up there. So we start going to the turn. All right, we keep walking. Okay, and I'm sipping on some water. It's starting to get really hot where we're at. And it's been raining for like the past 3 days, so like the ground's all muddy. And it's a good thing I wore good shoes, right? And I'm trying to get through the fucking mud, you know. It's everywhere, okay? It's all over my shoes, you know, and it's starting to get to the point where, like, it's starting to turn into cement. So you step in it and your foot's starting to get stuck in it, you know, a little bit. And you're just like, what? Like, can we turn back now? You know, like, I don't want to keep walking. We've seen 3 waterfalls today, you know, but this isn't my trip. You know, they're having me, you know, I'm going to keep my mouth shut in that department. So we keep going. I would say about 1.5 miles in, dude, the clouds are getting heavy, right? Just fucking heavy. And the trail no longer looked like a trail. Like, we're in, like, this open meadow type stuff, right? And, like, yeah, like, it started to look like it was looping around, okay? But, like, we saw straight, like, a long straight path. And, like, the way that we had been turning, it wasn't leading back to where we started, you know? And it's starting to get really dark outside. I hear a couple rumbles of thunder out in the distance. And, they're like, I was like, yo, we need a team meeting. So we all get together, and I'm like, yo, are we really trying to keep going? You know, like, it's about to rain. We see no end. You know, there's no way that we haven't come close to 2 miles yet, right? And they're like, no, let's give it another 10 minutes, okay? We don't know, right? Because we had a problem when we first got there that we were going to go look for a waterfall, but we didn't go far enough. So we turned around before we got there, but we had to go like another like 0.2 miles, right? So, like, they were like, no, let's not have that happen again, okay? So I was like, so I take my shirt off, you know, because I'm a big, brawly man, you know, but I'm starting to sweat, okay? Like, it's starting to get to the point where, like, the water from the ground is starting to get really hot, you know, that feeling, you know, the muggy feeling. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I really don't want to be doing this shit no more. You know, I'm carrying all this stuff. You know, my girlfriend's asked me to carry shit. I'm like, just put it in the fucking bag. You know, I don't want to. So I'm literally just like walking. Okay, I'm in the very back. Okay, because like if something goes down, I'm the first one to get out of there. Okay, like they can fight for themselves. I'm gone. No, I'm just kidding. And so next thing I know, you know, I'm like 10 minutes go by. I'm like, yo, I want to turn back around. They're like, no, not yet. I see it like it's keeping going. I'm like, okay, 5 minutes, and we're turning around because then it's starting to drizzle. I'm like, I'm not getting caught out in any rain, dude. We're about 2 miles out. Okay, at this point. And then shit happened. Everything went down south, okay? My girlfriend's walking. She gets a tick on her, right? She starts freaking out. I'm like, yo, get that shit off you know? So I'm slapping her shit. I'm like, get that shit off, you know? I don't want that shit to burrow, you know? I'm not... So I get her out, you know? I get the tick out, you know? And we're like, yo, dude, like, it's time to go. Like, the grass is knee high, you know? I'm not prepared for this. You know, I got the pants on, but like I got the shirt off, you know? She's got like shorts on, okay? Like, we're not prepared to be walking in knee high fucking grass, okay? Then the monsoon hits. Oh yeah, this bitch starts pouring. I hear a crack of thunder, and next thing you know, fucking God unleashed hell on us. You know, like it's not just the rain that's like pouring, it's the daggers coming out of the sky. You know, we're getting it's like pouring. All right, so I'm like, I told you. I'm thinking in my head, I told you. But like at this point, like my killer instincts are kicking in. You know, she's got her $3,000 camera. She's like, yo, Jake, you need to hold this. I'm like, yeah, I need to hold this. I was like, okay, right? So I put the stuff in my bag. You know, we're 2 miles out. It's pouring. Like it is pouring. Like I can't even. It's above pouring. It's death. It's I don't know. It's pouring times 2, and so the girls. What do? My girlfriend and her sister take off running. I'm like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. You know, it's like it's already been muddy, you know, stuff before, but now we're really gonna get muddy, and whatever. So I'm running. You know, I turn back around and her mom's chugging like she's not having it. I'm like, fuck. So I turn around, you know, I stay with her, you know, light jog. You know, I could be at the car by now. Within 2 minutes, I'm at the car. You know, I get up, you know, her and I run it. Like, we can't see 3 feet in front of us, dude. Like, we're soaking wet. My pants are heavy. My bag, dude, it's like 5 pounds, which isn't that heavy. But, like, I'm running with, I'm trying to run. And I don't have a shirt on, which I'm glad I took it off because it should have been terrible. But, like, she's drenched. You know, we're trying to run. You know, my girlfriend's probably at the car by now. And we're running. Dude, there's a bolt of fucking lightning. I kid you not. 3 feet away from us, cracked in the trees. Shit's going down, dude. Trees are falling. We got rain right in front of us, dude. I can't see. I'm splashing in puddles. I see animals flying left, right, dude. I don't know what this is. It's like some Hunger Games shit. So I'm booking it, okay? I was like, look, okay? We gotta go. You know, I tell that to her mom. I'm like, we gotta go, like, now. Okay, like, you gotta pick up the pace, otherwise we're dying. Okay, I'm not trying to die. Okay, so we eventually get to the car, dude, right? I kid you not, I started a stopwatch at the beginning of the time, you know, to see, okay, so we've been calculating how long the time went to do everything. 57 minutes we were out. If it takes 57 minutes to walk 2 miles, it's a problem. That's a problem. All right. And you know, we're pretty fit, right? This group of us, it's not like we're not like fit, okay? And so we eventually get in the car, right? I'm the only one that brought a change of clothes. Everyone else is soaking wet. So what do? I give them my change of clothes. So I'm sitting there in the soaking wet. You know, I'm not trying to get it. It's getting cold, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. I gotta get these clothes off of me. So what do? I put on my boxers. Okay, I get undressed. I put on my boxers. I let my girlfriend and her sister wear my clothes. I'm sitting in my boxers in the car. I put on dry boxers, of course, in the car. I put a towel around me. What do the girls want? Food. No, but we can't just get McDonald's, okay, because we're in the mountains. There's no McDonald's anywhere nearby. There's no fast food, okay? There's diners, small diners. So, you know, I'm just like, no, we can wait, dude. We go to town. You know, let's go to town. Let's enjoy the storm. You know, we just survived the fucking, I don't know, monsoon. That's it. I haven't looked for that word. We just survived this monsoon. Let's treat ourselves with some Chick-fil-A, okay? Please. I don't want to go out in public in my boxers. But they're like, no, you'll be fine, I promise. I'm like, with what change of clothes? I literally can't make this up. We get to the restaurant. Okay, this is the kicker. We get to the restaurant, and there's a picnic blanket inside the car. I have to wear it like a toga. A toga, right? I walk into this restaurant. Okay, it's like this barbecue place. It is thriving. There are so many people in here. Here I am, shirtless, with a, what do I call it? With like a, well, it's not shirtless. Like I'm togaing like the picnic blanket, right? So it's covering like my nipples, you know. So like I'm not like shirtless, but I am shirtless. But like I'm covered, you know. Everything's covered on me. Okay. Most awkward dinner I've ever had in my life, dude. I'm sitting there, I'm drenched still, and I'm in my boxers with a picnic blanket covering me, dude. This isn't no Roman age, okay? This is the 21st century. We have clothes. We are a modern civilization, and I'm wearing a toga to dinner. A decent dinner, right? This isn't no like Hickville type stuff, you know, like that's different. This is like decently decent barbecue, you know, as good as that gets, you know. So I'm like, God. So I'm sitting there, you know, I'm getting some weird looks. Moral of the story: make sure people bring change of clothes and don't go hiking. Literally the weirdest experience of my entire life. Like, you can't make that up. Like, you just can't. You know, I'm sitting there almost butt naked with a toga made out of a picnic blanket because we just tried to hike 15 miles in the rain. Need to say we never went back to that part of the state ever again. Now let's get back to the games.